Tonight on CTV News, we take a trip to Moby Arena to teach children the fun and excitement of sports.
Then we listen to an expert on the Islamic State and the media's portrayal of the religion.
This, plus your CSU Double Trouble, weather, and entertainment, all starting now.
Thank you so much for joining us this beautiful evening for Collins and CSU. I'm Bailey Lakey.
And I'm Aislinn Carrillo. Bailey, are you ready for the chance of snow this weekend?
Well, it's been so nice lately. I've been able to wear shorts and a tank top, so I've loved that. But if we get enough snow to where we get to have a snow day, I'll totally be down.
My fingers are crossed.
CSU PD is reporting an incident that happened late last night near Braden Hall at 10:25 p.m. A female student reported being grabbed from behind and thrown to the ground by an unknown assailant. No injuries were reported and there is no description of the suspect. But if you have any information regarding the incident, you are advised to contact CSU PD at 970-491-6425.
Ram Jam, CSU's largest annual community event, made its way to Moby Arena last night.
Ram Jams filled not only the concourse of Moby, but the court as well. The typical intense game day atmosphere took a complete 180. A light, kind-hearted feel spread throughout Moby, and instead of the spotlight being on the athletes, it was strictly focused on the children.
We get to do lots of fun games and stuff, and we get to eat and stuff. That's my favorite part.
These young Rams were given the opportunity to interact one-on-one with the athletes. Whether it was playing the sport together, getting an autograph, or simply just spending time together, the children's happiness lit up Moby Arena and joy filled the air.
I like Ram Jam because we get to have a lot of fun, and it's like the best place ever.
It wasn't only a great day to attend Ram Jam as a guest, but the CSU athletes enjoyed this quality time with the fans too.
I'm here with CSU running back Izzy Matthews. Izzy, how is it spending time with these kids and getting a chance to interact with them?
It's really awesome. Some of these guys might even be future Rams someday, and just to be able to spend time with them, it's really a great thing, And it's just no time out of our day, just come and make somebody else's day.
All of the excitement and entertainment within Moby made it impossible for the kids to have anything less than a perfect night. CSU women's basketball coach Ryan Williams announced the winners from the raffle, and CSU's Ramettes wrapped up the night with a performance that wowed the crowd.
Ram Jam had yet again a great turnout. It seems like every year CSU finds a way to go above and beyond to make this experience the best it can be for these young Rams.
With the presidential race at the forefront of mainstream media, talk about Islam is something all candidates have an opinion on. A lecture at CSU holds media and politicians responsible for unfair viewpoints on the religion. Gaia Global Awareness and International Affairs at CSU held Elmurad Qasim, a specialist on issues of global security and Islam, discuss media's portrayal of Islam and what can be done better to fairly report on the religion and its people.
Seeking higher ratings and more viewers, radio stations, TVs, newspapers, and other mass media outlets seem to have lost with the one most important aspect of journalism that they ought to cherish most: impartial reporting and coverage. Based on the act of a few, and they are in few empirically proven, they seem to be painting the entire Muslim population of the world with one broad brush.
Early this morning, a Fort Collins woman was airlifted from Mulberry Street after her SUV careened off the road and smashed into a tree, leaving her in critical condition. Ariel Carton was driving her 2004 Suzuki Grand Vitara at a high speed when a left turn made the car barrel over the sidewalk, over a few yards, and finally into a tree. She was airlifted to the Medical Center of the Rockies. We will keep you updated on this story.
This afternoon, CSU students gathered on the Oval for a special edition of the Cans Around the Oval drive called Water Around the Oval. The purpose of the drive, put on by the Black African American Cultural Center, was to bring awareness to the water crisis that Flint, Michigan is currently facing and encourage people to donate water and money. Throughout the day, people brought by boxes of water and donated money for the cause. These donations will go to the Food Bank of Eastern Michigan and will help provide clean drinking water for the citizens of Flint.
The biggest impacts of the water contamination crisis is going to be the kind of lead poisoning and different stuff like that. It's going to have long-term health effects for the community, and so I think if anybody wants to kind of take these kind of initiatives to the next level, would be kind of helping in those capacities.
Today was the only day to donate water, but if you would like to contribute, you can go to the Water Around the Oval GoFundMe and donate money.
Bailey, it's so nice to see the CSU community kind of take it upon themselves and do what they can and really address today's current world problems.
I agree with you, Aislinn. I always find it inspiring to see students take initiative and really see a problem and say, hey, we're going to go help out with that. And that's exactly what these students did today.
Agreed. Well, Nicole Conklin is up next with your weekly weather forecast.
You might want to prepare for some snow.
Tune in to KCSU, your student-run radio station at Colorado State University. Live 24 hours a day, every day at 90.5 FM and kcsufm.com. Live local new music now, and news, talk, and sports. KCSU, the radio voice of Colorado State, on the air since 1964.
You're watching CTV, produced by Colorado State University students, bringing you news, weather, sports, and entertainment from campus and beyond. CTV live Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. on campus and Fort Collins on Channel 11. Repeats at midnight, 8 a.m., noon, and 2 p.m.
The Rocky Mountain Collegian is your student-run news and information platform. Pick up your paper on campus or around Fort Collins Monday through Thursday with special editions Fridays. And check out collegian.com anytime for all the latest updates. News, sports, entertainment, opinion, and more. The Rocky Mountain Collegian, serving Colorado State since 1891.
College Avenue has been your student magazine for the last 10 years. College Avenue prints once a month covering topics that are relevant to the CSU and Fort Collins community. We also print special editions like the graduation guides at the end of each semester, the best of CSU each fall, and the orientation guide each summer. Look for us on racks around campus, off campus, or online at collegian.com under the College Avenue tab.
Hello and welcome back. I'm Nicole Conklin, your weather anchor for tonight. We have our live cam up here at CSU and it's beautiful outside, but you can see those clouds are rolling in. We have a spring storm coming in over the next few days. The current temperature for tonight is about 67 degrees. It's beautiful outside. We aren't going to see much rain yet, however, that will come later. We have some cloud coverage as the evening continues and winds around 9 miles an hour. The state lows for tonight, Western Slope is going to be about 31 in Gunnison, 31 Vail, a little warmer, 42 in Grand Junction, but for the most part, Western Slope will be around the mid-30s. On the Eastern Plains, we have a 51 in Lamar, a 43 in Lyman, and a 50 in Burlington, a bit warmer on this side of the state. On the I-25 corridor, we have a 49 in Pueblo, 44 Colorado Springs, 43 Denver, and 42 in Fort Collins. It's going to be pretty cool tonight, but not as cold as the days coming. Tomorrow's highs are going to be a lot cooler than they were today. Western Slope, 51 in Gunnison. We have a 40 in Vail, 52 in Grand Junction, around the mid-40s on the Western Slope. Eastern Plains, we have a nice 77 in Lamar, 71 in Burlington, 63 in Lyman. For the most part, we're going to be in the mid-60s. I-25 corridor is just a little cooler today. For tomorrow than it was today. 74 in Pueblo, 62 Colorado Springs, a 58 in Denver, and a cooler 51 in Fort Collins. Now tomorrow is going to be the first day we're going to see some of that storm coming in. Around 8 a.m. we're going to have an overcast. It's going to be cool at 48 degrees. Around noon we're going to have that 60% chance of rain kicking in and it'll be about 55 degrees. Around 4 p.m. we have a 90% chance of rain and the wind will pick up and so will the rain around 52 degrees. So you're going to want to stay bundled up tomorrow. Grab those rain boots and that rain jacket. The weekend storm watch. Friday evening through Monday afternoon, we're going to see the rain tomorrow evening. However, Saturday we have a rainstorm, winds around 42 miles an hour, and we have a 90% chance of that rain. Sunday is going to be a little worse. We're going to have a rain and snow mix, winds around 41 miles an hour, and we're going to have an estimated snowfall around 1 to 3 inches here in Fort Collins. Taking a look at our 7-day planner, tomorrow we have a high of 56. That rain will be coming. Saturday, 43, cooler on Sunday at 41 with that snow coming in. 47 on Monday, just a tad warm, but we're still going to see that storm until the afternoon. Luckily, Tuesday's a lot nicer at 54 degrees, warming up on Wednesday to 65 and a 73 on Thursday. Hopefully, this will be one of our last winter storms. That's all I have. Stay tuned. Grace and Rachel are up next with the update in the world of Ram sports.
Join Rocky Mountain Student Media on April 22nd for the first ever Ram Slam volleyball tournament sponsored by Chippers Lanes and BioLife Plasma. Come play in the A or B division or watch as participants of all skill levels compete to win. Enjoy local food trucks and music from KCSU. The tournament is from 3 to 8 p.m. on the IM fields and sand volleyball courts. To register your team of 2 to 4, go to eventbrite.com and search for Ram Slam. The cost per team is $30.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know. Come alive with the forest. The dad was cute.
They were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Good evening and thanks for tuning in to Double Trouble. We have quite the show for you tonight. I'm Grace Reeder.
And I'm Rachel Vigil.
The CSU men's lacrosse team continues its win streak, this time against the 14th ranked Sun Devils. After a 3-year dry spell against ASU, the Rams came out on top 7-6. This was a hard-fought battle for the Rams, the teams pretty neck and neck throughout the entire game. Goalie Jake Bender made a huge save in the last minute of regulation play, keeping the Rams on top.
And in case you weren't near a computer, TV, phone, or any sort of technology on Wednesday, it was quite the night for basketball fans. Kobe Bryant played his last game in the NBA, and wow, did he go out on a high note. The legend scored 60 points, and the Lakers pulled off a win against the Utah Grizzlies. CSU athletes took to Twitter to express their appreciation. And we have Jeremiah Page saying greatness with a bunch of pictures of Kobe, which is pretty exciting. And Kevin Pierre-Lewis went on and said, "You will be missed. Hashtag true fan, hashtag 24, hashtag day one fan."
Seeing the love there. We also have one from Sammy Long, incredible performance, farewell Kobe. And then also from Jordan Vaden, greatest lesson learned tonight, shoot your shot. I hear you, Kobe, I hear ya.
And then Gian Clavel said, "I need 60 Kobe," and Kobe got the 60 for him, which is pretty exciting. And then John Gillen said, "In honor of Kobe, I'm not passing the ball one time next time I play. Hashtag Mamba."
That one's my favorite.
That one's my favorite too. It was definitely funny. And I mean, all the players, of course, showed that they love Kobe. I mean, they're all basketball fans. And Kobe was huge all around the nation, but I know you're not the biggest fan.
You know what, I'm not. I think what you do off the court also represents what you do on the court. He did have 60 points. That's a huge deal, but they didn't even make it to the playoffs. So I think the hype was a little much, which is why I was watching Steph Curry bank three-pointers all night. He's not only a great player on the court, he's got 50 points. He was doing fabulous. And then also off the court, he's great as well. You know, he's married to his high school sweetheart, so you gotta love that.
I know, she video bombed him last night for an interview, which was pretty funny. It was really cute. But Curry made the 400 three-point mark, which is so exciting. Last year he had 286, so that's surpassing his record by a ton.
Yeah.
And the Warriors went on to chase history, and they did it, and they beat the Bulls record. So they were 73-9, and now the playoffs are starting, and I'm definitely excited, and hopefully they can win back-to-back championships.
Hopefully. On a different note, the NFL draft is quickly approaching. Several ex-CSU players have left the program in hopes of making it big, perhaps most notably wide receiver Rashard Higgins. Rachel and I sat down with Hollywood amidst his draft journey.
You worked out with the Cowboys and the Vikings. Did either team make really an impression on you?
I feel like both teams gave a lot of feedback. I felt like the most came from the Minnesota Vikings just because they brought me in for it wasn't a workout. It was like a visit. They wanted me to see more of the facility. I say more with the Cowboys was like, we want to see you work out. We want to see how you actually run your route. So I think they wanted to see more in me. The Vikings, I feel like they just wanted to get to know me a little better. So that's how I feel about that.
And what advice did the Vikings give you specifically?
I mean, it wasn't necessarily advice. It was just like, hey man, we like you. I had an interview with just about every coach that's on the staff. They showed me the locker rooms. I met with everybody. So I mean, it wasn't like really no advice. It was just like, hey man, we like you and we want to get to know you more. And that's about it.
And what is working out with an NFL team like in comparison to working out with like a college team or with CSU?
I say it's more like business related. Every team, it's about business, and it's like I'm not sure how to describe it yet. It's a business though. It's like you coming in and you're trying to feed your family. You're trying to take food from somebody else. So it's all a business at the end of the day. So that's what I see it as.
And you've been training, obviously, preparing for an upcoming season, hopefully, once you get drafted. What skills are you specifically working on?
I've been running a lot of routes lately, just perfecting my craft still. I've been working on just maintaining, just being big, getting bigger, getting stronger and faster, because I know everybody's going to be big and fast in the NFL. Not only that, but a lot of footwork drills. I mean, just at the end of the day, perfecting my craft. So I just still been doing the same thing that got me to CSU.
In what round do you expect to be drafted? Do you have any idea?
You know what? I'm not sure. I hope it's the second. I know everybody, they downgrade me. Not saying I'm the first rounder, but that's okay. That just lets me play with a chip on my shoulder. So I'm expecting second round, maybe third round, but you know what? Wherever I go, I'm gonna just give my best.
And you can see our full interview with Rashard on our YouTube page. And Rashard is such a nice human being. Obviously, he's in the midst of training, and he still was willing to sit down with us. And he's just like has that contagious smile.
You know, it was actually really nice. He was on path to the draft the night afterwards, talking about how he thought he was the best receiver going into the draft. We'll see about that.
Yeah, and he was talking about what happens if he goes to the LA Rams, and he would be in Hollywood, and he's Hollywood Higgins.
Hollywood
what a
and Hollywood.
Definitely funny, and hopefully he gets drafted, and we're excited about it. But thanks you guys for tuning in to watching Double Trouble tonight.
Stay tuned for entertainment with the always lovely Courtney Fromm.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
I'm Courtney Fromm, and I have your entertainment news for tonight. Fort Collins this weekend is packed with some fun things to do. This Saturday, there is a World Peace Day event being held in Old Town. Participants are welcome to go down and join from 2 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. for a guided meditation and hear from a keynote yoga and meditation speaker. There will be other classes offered as well throughout the day, as well as a silent auction and peace offerings. The studio is located at Om Anata Yoga Studio, located on North College. On campus, the Human Rights Film Festival starts this weekend. Opening night is tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. at the Laurie Student Center Theater. There will be over 15 films shown over the week, and if you want to take a look at the film schedule, go ahead and check it out at www.actfilmfestival.org. There are more descriptions on each film, so you can decide which one you want to check out. Tickets are $5 for students per film. Go ahead and go see a film. With Fort Collins being such a farm and ranch town, it isn't rare to see big pickup trucks parked in the parking lot. But one truck on the Colorado State campus sticks out with a cattle dog who holds down the fort of the truck while her owner is in class. If you have ever walked through any parking lot on campus, you've most likely seen Cody. Cody is the dog who lays on the back of the truck bed while her owner is in class.
figure she'd be more content on the back of the truck than inside when it gets hot, and I'd rather have her with me than leave her at the house.
Cody lays out on Tristan's truck almost every day. She doesn't wear a leash or even a collar because she is trained not to leave. Tristan leaves a water bowl in case she gets thirsty. Students walking by tend to stop and glance and wonder why she is there.
This part, the reactions are positive, but I've had a number that are negative. I get ones that are, you know, can I pet your dog, can I say hi, and if I'm around, absolutely. But there's people that maybe don't necessarily agree with it either, so I get both ends of the spectrum.
Cody is usually unfazed by the people walking by. She just naps and enjoys her lounging time in the shade. When it's cold outside, Tristan puts her in the gap of the truck, but you can count on her being on campus whenever he is.
We walk by here like pretty often, at least like 2 to 3 times a week. And that dog's always just chilling there. Yeah. And he looks so happy. He just hangs out in the shade. And I wish I had a dog that would do that.
Yeah. He's very cute. He just kind of lays there and he just hangs out.
Tristan says that Cody's time on the truck is her chance to relax.
She's a red heeler, and I manage a horse and cattle ranch out east I-25, so she gets to, when she's not sitting on the truck, she's chasing horses and cows and living life. So I don't know what else to say. I guess she's about the smartest dog I think I've ever met. She understands facial expressions more so than most people, and if I had the choice, I'd hang out with her over just about anybody else.
Well, finally, the mystery is solved. I'd been wondering about Cody for a while, and it was great meeting with Tristan to explain more. Tristan did say that Cody isn't comfortable with people coming up to pet her while he isn't there. So make sure if you're walking by, maybe just to give her a wave. Now for my favorite part of the week, the pup of the week. And tonight is exciting as we have a live pup here in the studio with us. This is Roja and her owner, Dan. How are you guys doing?
Wonderful, how are you?
Good, welcome, and I appreciate you guys coming in.
Of course, no problem.
Yeah, so when did you get Roja?
We got Roja October of 2015, so
okay.
About 6 or 7 months now we've had her.
And you're a student here, right?
Yes, I'm a senior. I'll be graduating in this May.
Okay, so how was the leap going to getting a dog while being in college?
It wasn't too bad. It wasn't as difficult as we thought it would be. Yeah. She's pretty good in the kennel. Mm-hmm. And plus, we organized our schedules so one of us would kind of always be home with her. Yeah. So she always has some attention.
And she seems pretty spontaneous and a little wild. How old is she?
She's 8 months old now, so
okay.
She's definitely still a puppy, but she's calming down a little bit. You should have seen her like a month and a half ago. It's her absolute worst.
And where'd you get her at?
We got her down in Pagosa Springs
okay.
from a farmer who their pups just had some babies, and we were lucky enough to get one.
And I'm guessing she's an Australian Shepherd?
Yes, she's a red tri, so that's where her name comes from, Roja.
Okay. And do you have any advice for other students that maybe want to get dogs while being in college?
If you have the time and the money for it, it's worth it. But definitely, if it's a handful, it's a lot of work, so you definitely need to have the time commitment and the ability to take care of them.
To do all that?
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you coming on, and thank you for coming. I love having little doggies on here. But thank you for joining us tonight, and what a dog-filled show we had for you. But that is all we have for you, Rams. Only a few weeks left until finals. I know it is easy to get distracted with all the beautiful weather, but you can do it. Tune in to CTV next week, Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. Thank you for watching, and good night.